Welcome back to Discovering Truth. Today, I would like to talk about precious metals. I've been seeing trends for years, and I've tried to take advantage of those trends, and mostly in silver. Most people know, gold's went up in price over the last few years. Silver's been going up in price over the last few years, and I'm not a rich guy, so I try to find the areas where I can invest small, and then over time, that investment might pay off, and I might be able to make some money off of that. Um, this is not financial advice. I don't have any degrees, so I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just telling you what I've done and what I plan on doing. If you take the advice, great. If you don't, great. Um, anyway, so I started noticing the price of silver was going up. And the people that I listen to, different truthers, were also talking about that and how manipulated silver is, and how eventually, once that manipulation's done, silver's just going to go to the moon. And so I've been buying silver, and I think everybody else should too. Problem is silver's starting to get to a good price, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. So what I want to do today is talk to you about how we can get in the precious metals game without having to spend a ton of money to do that. Little bits over time can end up with big results. Now, I can't do anything with gold. Gold's already so high. And I mean, you can buy smaller amounts of it, but even at that, you're still talking hundreds of dollars. I'm trying to figure out a way, or trying to show a way, to where people can invest for, under $50, maybe under a dollar even. That way everybody can get in the game. I would like to help the little guy become the big guy, because all the big guys have been hoarding our money for all these years. The scripture says that he stores up the wealth of the wicked for the righteous. So I want to help the righteous get the wicked's money, in a sense. Trump recently stopped making the penny. And I don't know if you've noticed, but certain stores are not giving out pennies anymore. They're trying to do the same thing they did during COVID, when they weren't giving out change because it was dirty and somehow you'd catch the disease from it. Can you sense my sarcasm? Period. There's hundreds of billions of pennies in the United States. There is no penny shortage. So any place that's telling you that, oh, we can't give you back pennies, tell them you want your nickel then. Because they're trying to scam you if they are trying to round down and not give you your pennies back. They want to round up, like Kroger did for me the other day. Totally fine with that. You can give me back more money. But if you're trying to give me back less, which I've heard certain companies are doing, demand your change. If each, just on the scam side, think about this, if you were to get 1 penny back from every transaction, from every customer that goes through one of the big box stores, and that's probably millions of dollars a year, when you add that all up. So demand your money. Make sure they're giving you all your change. But as far as the penny, the reason why I think Trump did that is, one, yeah, it takes more than a penny to produce a penny anymore. It wouldn't matter what metal you were using. The problem or the thing that most people don't know, is that most pennies don't have that much copper in them anymore. Before 1982, a penny had 95% copper. 1982 and older, so 81, 80, 79, and so on. But today it's very, very little, very little. It's basically just the coating to give it that color, and that's it. So, but if you also look at have a penny from 1982 or older, right now it's worth 3 to 4 cents because of the copper content and the price of copper. Now, price of copper goes up and down, just like the price of silver and gold go up and down. So you have to know what you're doing, in a sense that, not that you got to understand the stock market and all that kind of stuff, because I don't even understand how most of that works. What I do is I just stack it. So when I, buy my silver, it sits in my safe and I don't touch it. And it's been slowly going up. If for whatever reason it all drops, well, then the price drops. I still have the same amount of silver though. So I don't lose the value until I sell it. As an example, if I buy an ounce of silver for the $25 where I got most of it, and then I sell it for 75, I made 50 bucks. But if I don't sell it, then I still just have the $25 worth of silver. Say the price, I bought it at 25 and it goes down to 20. Well, if I sell it, then I lose $5. But if I don't sell it, I still have the $25 of silver. It's the amount of silver, the amount of copper, the amount of gold, not the value of it at the time until you sell it. Once you sell it, then yes, you gained or lost that much value. So my thought pattern is I'm just going to hold on to it until it's the price that I want to sell it for, until I've gained the amount of profit that I want from that. And I've been doing that with silver. I can't afford to do that with gold. Even a 10th ounce of gold right now is worth like $400. I can't afford to do that. But the thing I'm looking into, and I've started noticing, and I think the reason why Trump put a spotlight on it was copper. I think the price of copper is going to go up. And I think he's trying to let us little guys that can afford pennies, that probably have pennies stored up in our house, like I don't spend my change. It sits in a jar and I'm giving it to the granddaughters, But if the pennies are worth something, then maybe I can give them more than just a penny. What if every penny that I have is now worth 3 to 4 cents and I can give them that instead? I can give them the stored value. Well, what if copper goes up in price and now every penny's worth 10 cents? Well, the money I have for them now is worth 10 times more. So the purpose of this video is just to let people know, start checking your coins. Check your pennies. If they're 1982 and older, don't give them away. Don't use them for money. Store them. Save them up so that when the price of copper goes up, you now can sell it at whatever price you feel is good for you, and then you can make the difference. Silver. Our coins are dimes, quarters, and half dollars that were made before 1965. So 1964, 1963, 1962, and older are 90% silver. So right now, a dime from 1964 is worth like over $5. A quarter's worth over $12, and I think a half dollar is at 29 in change, almost 30 bucks. A half dollar is worth $30. So go through and check your coins. Find out if maybe you have these things just sitting in a drawer somewhere and underneath, in the couch cushions. You might have a gold mine, silver mine, worth of money that you have no clue about. That's basically it. I just wanted to let people know you might have treasure in your house that you don't know about. Check your pennies, check your dimes, check your quarters, and check your half dollars. If the silver colored ones are 1964 and older, if the copper colored ones, your pennies, are 1982 and older, save them. They are worth way more than what people are telling you worth, or way more than what the face value of them are worth right now. I hope this helps. Again, I try to be on the biblical side, but I want to help people in every area that I have knowledge in. Again, not financial advice, just something to think about, something to investigate, do some research, find if what I'm telling you is true. And maybe there's things I don't know about that you can enlighten me about. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know your thoughts. Have a blessed day.